Okay, so for this trick, the things that you're going to need are 2 sets of 4 aces. Okay, so I have 4 here and I have 4 over here. But one set is going to be gimmicked. So as you can see, this card right here is basically 17 cards, or actually it's about 10, but if you want to be exact, it's 17 because that's about a third of a deck. And you just take scissors and you cut the cards here and here, and you paste them on the back of a card. And you make a card that looks like this. It looks like 10, 15 cards when you spread them out, when in fact it's only one card. And you're going to do this on 3 cards, okay? And make sure one of the aces does not have the gimmick on it. You don't actually have to do it on 3 cards. 2 is enough because when you actually go to spread the cards, you don't actually spread all 3 cards. You only spread about 2. So you can actually have 2 ungimmicked aces and 2 gimmicked aces, and you'll be fine. Okay, so you need these 4 cards with the gimmick on the back. So what you can do is you can just paste them with glue or with double-sided tape. You're going to need the rest of the deck, which is ungimmicked. Okay, so just a regular deck. And then you're going to need the 4 aces from another deck. Okay, so for the setup, you're going to have both sets of 4 aces in the same order. So over here I have spades, hearts, clubs, and diamonds. And over here I have spades, hearts, clubs, and diamonds. And you're going to have the 4 ungimmicked aces on top and the 4 gimmicked aces on the bottom. Okay, so once more, the 4 ungimmicked aces on top and the 4 gimmicked aces underneath. Okay? Now, you need to make sure that the gimmick, so you see this gimmick, you want this part to be pointing away from you. Because once you remove the 4 aces and you put them in your pocket, you want to spread the cards like this to make it look like you have a full deck. If they're pointing the wrong way and you spread the cards, it's going to look really fishy. So you need to make sure that this part's pointing away from you. Okay, so that's the setup for the gimmick. And then the rest of the deck is just going to go into your pocket. And you want to make sure that the top of the deck is facing away from you. So pretend that my hand is my left leg because my pocket is on my left leg. You want the deck to be like this. You want the top of the deck to be facing away from you, so that when you put the cards in the pocket, that the 4 aces go on top of the deck face down. Okay, so put the deck in your pocket like that. So once more, pretend this is my leg. The cards are going to look like that in the pocket. Okay, but just so you can keep your eyes on the cards, I'll leave them on the table. And yeah, so now you are ready to start the trick. Okay, so to start the trick, you're going to get a break under the top 4 cards, which are the 4 ungimmicked aces. So get a pinky break like so. You're going to grab them at the break in the bottom right corner like this, with your middle finger, your pointer finger, and your thumb. And you're just going to turn them over and spread the cards, just to show that you have the 4 aces. You can have them inspect the aces if you want, because they are ungimmicked. And you're going to square them up, and you're going to put them in your left pocket, or whatever pocket the rest of the deck is. And you're going to make sure that these go on top of the deck. Okay, you don't want to put them face up, because then when you reveal the deck after, and the spectator sees the aces face up, they'll know that they didn't really change places, that you just have a duplicate set. Okay, so put the aces face down on top of the deck. And now you don't want to spread the cards, because if the spectator sees this, they're going to know that it's just a big gimmick. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your right hand, and you're going to place it on the top of the deck right here. Your middle finger on the top of the deck, and your thumb on the bottom. And then your pointer finger in the middle of the deck, and you're just going to slowly pull the cards like this. Now it's going to look like you have 20-30 cards, but in fact you only have 4. Okay, so make sure you take your middle finger, your thumb, and your pointer finger here, and you're just going to slowly pull at the edge and separate the cards like this. Now once you've gone to about here, what I do in the performance is I spread the cards really far like this, and then I pull back a few, just like that. And once you're here, you're going to take your pointer finger right here, and your thumb right here, and you're going to take the bottom part of your palm like this, and in the motion of pulling up, you're actually going to square these cards up, so it's going to look like that. So this part is just pushing the bottom cards into your pointer finger, and it's just squaring the cards up. So in real time, it should look like this. Pull the cards up, you pull down. You put the bottom part of your palm here, and as you pull up, you just square the cards, so like that, And then you hold your hand over for a couple seconds, and you take your hand over, flip the cards over, show that you have the 4 aces here, okay? And then take the deck of cards out of your pocket and show that they switch places.